Hello everyone, glad to be back. Today is 16th of September. Now it's almost 7 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm Levan Gudadze, host of this little show in which I try to share with viewers news that are making headlines in Russian media outlets for this moment, and share my opinion too about some interesting stuff. So yeah, man, let's begin. But first of all, I will ask you to subscribe on my channel. That will mean a great deal for me, and that will definitely help my channel to reach wider audience. And leave some commentary, because as you can see in comment sections, I'm happily are engaged in communication, in exchange of opinions. So be my guest. Now let's talk about news, man. And probably I will start with one commentary that one of the viewers did made yesterday or today morning on my previous video, in which he was saying that it seems like, for him at least, that I am a more pessimistic that some big channels on YouTube, like that you run hosts, for example. And I did answer that it is true. I do think the same way, because I watch that you run channel. I watch channels of Alexander Merkulis and Alex Cristoforo. They have amazing shows every day, and it's very helpful even for me, even though I'm living in Russia, man. And they do talk about Russia quite a lot, but still, even for me, it's very helpful, because after all, I have full-time job, and when I come home, I don't really have that much time to check all news that happen during the daytime. And in my answer, I did say that yes, I may be a little bit more pessimistic, and it should be two reasons for that. One is because Alex and Alexandra are more informed than I am, and second is that I may be more informed than they are, because of my experience in journalism and my life experience, because I live in Russia and I talk to Russians, and at least I can have some opinion about mindset of some part of society. So really, man, I'm quite pessimistic lately, and I do believe that I have reasoning. I have good reasoning for it, and I will talk about that stuff too, man. For example, usually for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I was starting my videos with upgrade from Russian Defense Ministry, and today I'm not gonna do it, because I find it very hard to believe anything that Russian Defense Ministry is saying. Simple as that. I find very hard to believe anything that any Russian officials are saying, particularly after this so-called Kharkov, how they call it, man. Russian Defense Ministry said that what entire world was calling Russian retreat, they call it regrouping, yeah, strategic regrouping, yeah. You know, so after this strategic regrouping, man, it's hard to believe anything that they are saying, man. Truly, you know. But still, man, I hope I will find my audience on internet, people that are interested in opinion of even me, like one single person. Single, not in terms of lonely. I mean, you get the point. And I will continue to share with you news that are making headlines in Russian media outlets, and then we can judge how much is propaganda in those headlines and in those news, and how much is true. Simple as that. And sorry for cigarette, man. One viewer did ask me to don't smoke when I'm making video, but come on, man. Probably you already noticed, if you are not new to my channel, that my style is quite casual. I don't pretend that I do some videos in academical style. No, man. I just talk with you like I will talk with my friends here, and I do share my opinions and sometimes my emotions as it is at exact point, and some may like it and some may don't. It is what it is, man. So that's being said, man, let's go and check once again. I only can apologize for cigarette, but I'm on my balcony here and I can allow myself to smoke, and this is not propaganda of smoking, man. Everyone probably knows that smoking is not good. That's what some people say, So yeah. Now let's check some. Media outlets, man. There is some interesting developments. To be honest, when I was coming home, for you to understand, I spend on work like 9 hours, 8 hours working time, 1 hour is for breaks. But on the road to get to the job and to come home, I spend another 4 hours. So once I go to work, I'm coming home after 13 hours. And that's if roads were clean and we didn't stuck. I use corporative transport from my city, so like bus. And sometimes we are stuck in traffic, man, and I can come home after 15 hours, maybe more. So yeah, man, I already forget why I did tell you this story, but anyway, man, let's go. And I don't have time to do some second take on this video and third and fifth and 10th. I will make this one video, and if it's okay, it's okay. If not, then I will did not upload anything today. That's it. So what I was trying to do, man. Yeah. Let's open Russian media outlets and see what is going on. I will tell you, I mean, before we start talking about current main news, I will tell you that today Zelensky's regime did bomb administrative building in Kherson city. There were some casualties there, and I did. Yes, I remember, man. When I was coming home, man, in the bus, I was checking some Telegram channels, and I did read that Zelensky's regime did bomb this Kherson administrative building. There were some people killed, some people injured, and on Telegram channels you could see opinions of commentators that they were very angry because whenever Zelensky's regime has the opportunity to kill any official from Russian side, they'll use that opportunity. And they killing Russian officials left and right, man, particularly on a conflict zone. Like, for example, today they killed in terrorist attack general prosecutor in Lugansk, People's Republic. What can you say, man? They put some bomb inside his damn cabinet and detonate. And people are angry because, I mean, they have questions. I mean, why Russia did not attack centers of decision-making centers in Ukraine? Why Zelensky is allowed to walk around freely, sometime in Izium, sometime in Kharkov, whenever he wants, man. And wherever he wants, he's free to go, and his people too. Russia did not attack buildings of defense ministry or some Ukrainian special services, governmental institutions. Russia did not attack TV stations, or at least retranslators, so that Zelensky's regime will lose opportunity to propagandize people, in the regime of 24/7. So, I mean, it seems like people really getting very, very mad, man, about all this Ukrainian story, man, because no one really understands what Moscow is doing. No one really understands what Putin is doing. And I say Putin because he is president, and he is a person who did not allow Russian military to use its full capabilities, man, to defeat enemy. So, yeah, man, this is like main news, at least on Telegram channels. I mean, on Russian media outlets, on main ones, we will see now. We will see now. But let's start with TASS news agency. Here, first news is that head of Russian central bank, Nabiulina, saying that in near future, Russian central bank may rise percentage point And I mean, what can I say about this stuff, man? Uh, Russian ruble is Russian ruble will be much stronger now if this same person, Nabiulina, and her colleagues, her neoliberal colleagues that are in Russian government, did not uh, put on the place some regulations which is not allowing Russian ruble to gain some strength. They are specially weakening Russian ruble, and they are not, they don't even trying to hide it, man. So to be honest, I don't really understand why central banks should rise percentage point. What for? When Russian ruble has a good enough opportunity to become even more stronger. Like today, just a few minutes ago, I did read information that Turkey will pay for a quota of Russian gas in rubles. So Russia can demand from foreign buyers to pay in rubles for anything really that is exported from Russia. What is the problem? But no, man, no, man. These people, man, Nabiulina and the rest of them, they are working for any. I mean, I don't know for who they are working, but not for Russian people. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Me personally, absolutely sure about it. So, I don't have time for this crap, man. So, what is next information on this channel, on this news agency? Russia is sanctioning 41 Australian citizens. I mean, and no one from these 41 does give a damn about these sanctions. I mean, what is the point? I don't know. Who cares, man? But this is like, you can see it, man. Like this agency is a governmental one. This is a government's news agency. It takes money from a federal budget, from taxpayers, man. And that's what they are giving as a headline. Like they are thinking that this is, what Russian people really are interested in. That some 41 Australian citizens got some sanctions from Russia. Come on, Here in top we have information that Putin today said that he is willing and he is trying to end Ukrainian conflict as soon as possible. He did not say him. He said Russia does anything and everything to finish this conflict as soon as possible, but Zelensky's regime is not. Zelensky's regime is not willing to do some peace talks, and but do I really believe? And he says this with when he was meeting with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And this meeting took place on fields of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. In Russian we say Шанхайская организация сотрудничества, SHOS. So this summit is taking place in Samarkand, in Central Asia. That's Uzbekistan state, if I'm not mistaken. Samarkand is in Uzbekistan, the Republic of Uzbekistan. and it's very historic city and very beautiful. I mean, you can check it on YouTube. I mean, so yeah, that's what Putin is saying, that he's willing to, like, Russia will try anything and do anything to end this conflict on Ukraine. But when you see what Russian uh, strategy is on Ukraine, sometimes I do think that Putin is willingly prolonging this conflict for God knows what reasons, man. And you should understand, man, Russian army can do achieve any targets, but if political leadership did not allow army to do its job properly, then you're gonna end up in situations like in Kharkov region we just seen like a week ago, man. You know, so I don't trust Putin. I don't trust his people, and I don't trust because I don't understand what they are doing, man. And to be honest, I mean, I did not have statistics, but quite sure most of the Russian citizens have no idea what is the end game for Putin in this conflict. Because if he did allow army to do his job, this conflict will end in the first like month, maybe two, at least, man. But you know, it's 6 months already gone, almost 7 months since beginning of this special military operation, and we are nowhere near of ending this conflict. You know, so it is what it is, man. And here we have information that Putin is making some press conference. And to be honest, I don't really care, man, anymore. What this, you know, what he's saying, man. I don't care, man. Let's go and check some other news, man. I hope I'm not gonna end up in trouble, man, because of my lack of understanding or lack of trust towards Putin and his people. But as I understand, they did not yet made a law that you have to, trust them forever and ever, man. I mean, they did make some crazy laws. They did introduce some crazy laws, but for now, at least we are allowed to, did not trust their words, man, and their statements. So this is Kommersant. I mean, this is RIA Novosti. This is governmental site too. And here we have information that Putin is making some press conference, probably in Samarkand. Who cares? Then news is that I did already talk about that Turkey will pay in rubles for at least quarter of Russian gas. Next information is that General Prosecutor of Lugansk People's Republic died after bombing attack on him in his cabinet, in his working cabinet. Next information is that I mean, this is probably from Russian Defense Ministry that Russian forces did destroy something there, but I mean, I already said that I find it very hard to believe anything that Russian Defense Ministry is saying. So, I mean, whoever likes to check what stories they are telling to society, I mean, probably you will find channels which will do it, you know, which will translate for you all statements of Russian Defense Ministry word by word. What else, man? And that's quite funny news, man. As you know, Poland Poland leadership is like losing its mind in a quite rapid pace or phase. And recently they did demand from Czech Republic, if I remember correctly, from Czech Republic they demand some territories. From Germany they demand some reparations for World War II. They even from Russia demand to take back some pictures, some paintings, some 7 paintings that are in one of the Russian museums. And it seems like German Chancellor had enough of these crazy clowns in Polish government, and seems like he did let me translate this word, man. Пригрозил. You know, just a sec. Threatened, yeah. So it seems like Scholz has threatened Poland, threatened in that there may be some point to to check borders once again with Poland. How rightly these borders or border lines are made. Probably he means in historical terms, because after World War II, Poland did get some German territories. And now in Germany, people may say, you know what, you want some reparations, we want our land back. So, of course, this situation will don't go any further than some anecdotes. I mean, German will did not demand any territories and did not pay anything to Poland. But this story is a good example how divided Europe really is, and all this fairy tale about some European, how they say, man, let me some European values, man, that all this is just crap, man. What European values, man? And since when Germans and French people had the same views of the world, or same principles, or same values, man? Or French and Italians, or Greeks and Italians? They're all different, man. And to be honest, that's the beauty of any region, not just Europe, that there are so many cultures and so many different societies that you can learn something new. And now there's this stupid Brussels bureaucrats, and not just in Brussels, these stupid elites in Europe. They are talking about some European values, European principles. What European principles, man? What values? You know? Idiots, man. So yeah, man, there is not enough. Nothing truly interesting is happening, really. Today I did. When I was at work, on my tea time, I did check some Telegram channels, and I did saw that on the borderline between Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, there was some fighting. As I understand, the Western elites, Washington and London, particularly Washington, London, and Ankara, because Turkey is quite active, in Central Asia. I was saying for years now, man, that Washington and London, with the active use of Turkey, try to destabilize Central Asian republics, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. First of all, states that are bordering China. And main goal in this scenario for Western elites is that to build up some uncontrolled territories on a borderline with China, then bring some jihadist terrorists from Idlib area of the Syria. As you know, Idlib area is still controlled by terrorists. Most of them are pro-Turkish terrorists, and probably in one way or another controlled by Turkish secret services. And I think that's what their plan is, to destabilize former Soviet republics in Central Asia, then establish some uncontrolled zones on a border with China, bring those terrorists from Idlib, including Uyghurs, ethnic Uyghurs that had go through training camps in Idlib, and then little by little use these jihadists to penetrate in China and destabilize north-west regions of China, in which Muslim population is predominantly living, including Uyghurs. They are like mainly Uyghurs, but some other people living there too that are not ethnic Chinese origin. So in my understanding, that's what West is trying to do in Central Asia. And today's episode and recent episode of escalation between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan could be one of the one of the results of destructive actions of West. Even though, in my understanding, for West main target, let's see the border, man. Where is the world map? Yeah. Yeah. We have China here. This is Kazakhstan. This is Tajikistan. Right? Kyrgyzstan. This is Kyrgyzstan. and this is Turkmenistan, right? I mean, quality is quite bad. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. But we're talking about this region here, man. You know, so West will definitely try to destabilize this region, then establish some uncontrolled territories on a borderline with China, and they will bring some terrorists from Syria, you know, from Idlib province of Syria, there, and try to destabilize northwest regions of China. On this topic, I mean, I may talk uh, somehow in the future with the proper maps and proper data, but that's how I see this picture, man. Anyway, so yeah, man, this is it for today. Probably I did not give you much information, as I understand, but I hope you find this episode interesting. Uh, I hope you find this episode interesting and did not unfollow, because or who knows, man. You can unfollow if you want to, or you can subscribe. Yeah, this is it. This is it for now. It's already 37 minutes, and I'm not really sure that someone will watch this video entirely. So anyway, thank you for your time. As I said, I hope you find my channel interesting. This is like more like a one-man show, man. When me as a just one individual is talking about some stuff, and I mean, I don't really bring probably any value to YouTube. I don't know, man. But I do like to have some communication with the rest of the world. So if you're gonna stay on my channel, I'll be glad. And if you are new, please subscribe. And yeah, this is it for now. I will try to make video tomorrow and every day, if I can. If I'm too tired, then I'm too tired. If I have some other stuff to do, then it is what it is. But whenever I have time, I will try to make some video and just talk about some stuff, man. I don't know. This is it for now. Have a nice day and take care. Bye.